Okay, to multiply matrices. When you're multiplying matrices, it's different from adding or subtracting matrices. When you added or subtracted matrices, the you needed to have the same dimensions, the exact same dimensions. This is a little different. When you're looking at can you multiply a matrix, if you look at this, this has 2 rows by 3 columns. And it's being multiplied by one that has 3 rows and 2 columns. When you're multiplying matrices, here's the rule. These have to be the same, and this is the result. Okay, so you can multiply matrices if that's true. So if I multiply these two matrices, it's important to kind of think about this process that goes through with this. So we're gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one together with you. So let's say we're doing E times D, okay? And I'm gonna do it right over here on the side. So our result is gonna be a 2 by 2 matrix, and we're gonna put it right over here. And I'm gonna do some highlighting on this to hopefully have it stand out for you. So the first thing is if I multiply this row times this column, it's going to go right here. That's where I'm going to put it, that value. And so that value would be 0 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 5 times 4. Okay, so that's that one. That's the one that goes right there. Okay, I'm going to run out of room here, I think, so I may have to zoom out and rewrite this. So let me do that real quick here. If I zoom out, I'm going to kind of shift back and forth on this, but so if I think about this piece right here, this spot right here, when I think about that one, I'm doing that row by that column. So 0 times 3, 3 times 3, 5 times 4. So 0 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 5 times 4. So that's that first one. Now, if I move on, and we'll do the next one in green, I'm going to take this row, whoops, get the highlighter. I'm going to take this row times this column, and I'm going to put that piece right over here. Okay, so we're going to put that piece right over there. So if we think about what that is, that's 0 times 4, 3 times negative 2, 5 times negative 2. So if I think about that one, it's going to be 0 times 4. What do we say over here? 3 times negative 2. So plus 3 times negative 2 plus 5 times negative 2. Okay, so that's the second piece in there. Notice I used the 0, 3, and 5 again for that row. So I used that for row of the first one. There's a column the second one. Now we move to the next piece. So let's do a new highlight. We'll highlight it in blue. We're going to do this row. Oops, sorry. Let me get the highlighter again. This row times this column right here. If we do those, we're going to generate the piece that fits right there. Piece that fits right there. That's going to be 5 times 3 plus 5 times 3 plus 2 times 4. And then finally, we get to our last thing. We're going to highlight that in, we'll highlight it in orange. So we'll use orange for that last one. And we're going to do this row times this column right here. And we're going to put that value right there. So we're going to do 5 times 4 plus 5 times negative 2 plus 2 times negative 2. Okay, that's a negative 2 right there. Okay, so when we get done with this, in the end, what we have is we have a 2 by 2 matrix, and the first one, 0 times 3, 3 times 3, 5 times 4, together that whole thing is 29. Next one, 0 times 4, 3 times negative 2, 5 times negative 2, it's negative 16. 5 times 3, 5 times 3, 2 times 4, that's going to be 38. 5 times 4, 5 times negative 2, 2 times negative 2, I think that's going to be 16. No, not 16. 6, I think. 6. And that's what you end up with the result for that. So that's multiplying those two matrices. So when you're thinking about it, the inside numbers need to be the same. The outside numbers are whatever is resulting. So if you were to take these, can you multiply the following ones together? And what would the result be? This is check. Yep, we can do that. That's the result. This, nope, can't do that one. This one, check. Yep, that's good. This is the result. Okay, so multiplying matrices, that's what you do. So let's go to this 2 by 2. Let's do this 2 by 2 and then and look at what we have. And we can do it twice, actually, if we really want to. But if we're going to do A times B, so 2 by 2 and another 2 by 2. So if we're going to multiply these, first one, we're going to do a row times a column. So we have 1 times negative 2 plus negative 3 times 10. Now do the next one. Row times column. 1 times 7 plus negative 3 times 9. So if we do it again, row times column. 4 times negative 2 plus 5 times 10. And the last one, row times column. 4 times 7 plus 5 times 9. And then we can just calculate the result on this. In the end, we can calculate that result. We'll do it in the colors that we had. So in orange, 1 times 2 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 3 times negative 10, so that's negative 32. 1 times 7 plus negative 3 times times 9, that's going to be negative 20. Blue one, 4 times negative 2 plus 5 times 10, it's going to be 42. And then last, if I've done this math right, 4 times 7 plus 5 times 9, so we're going to have 28 plus 5 times 9 is 73, if I did that right. So that's multiplying matrices, rows times columns. So you give this one a try. See if you can come up with the answer to this one. So go ahead and pause the video and then see if you can give that a try based on what we did. And I'll write it out. I probably won't use the nice colors like I did in the past. So go ahead and pause the video and then come back. Okay, now you hopefully are back. So if we're going to do this one, first of all, we know we can do this because this is a 3 by 2. This is a 2 by 3. So we should end up with a 3 by 3 at the end. So we're going to do 2 times 3 plus 4 times 5. We're going to do 2 times negative 3 plus 4 times 4. And then we're going to do 2 times 6 plus 4 times negative 2. Moving on to the second row of the first matrix. 8 times 3 plus negative 4 times 5. 8 times negative 3 plus negative 4 times 4. Finally, negative 2 times 6 plus 6 times negative 2. And then finally, move down to the last row. Did I do that right? Nope, I did that wrong. Hold on. Let me back that up. I looked the wrong row. So this should be 8, and this should be negative 4. Okay. Now move down to that last row. We got negative 2 times 3 plus 6 times 5. Got negative 2 times negative 3 plus 6 times 4. And then finally, negative 2 times 6 plus 6 times negative 2. And then you can go through and calculate the result on that, and you would be good. So that would end up being a 3 by 3. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that will give you enough information to get an answer to any of these. And let me know if you have any questions.